The Shirley Chisholm Congressional Gold Medal design candidates were reviewed at the November 18th meeting of the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee. She was posthumously awarded a Congressional Gold Medal in recognition of her activism, independence, her groundbreaking achievements in politics, her election as the first African American woman in Congress, and her campaign to be the first African American to gain the nomination of a major political party for president of the United States. Chisholm worked in education and social services before she was elected to the New York State Assembly in 1964. And then in 1969, she began her service in the 91st Congress, representing Brooklyn's 12th Congressional District in the House of Representatives. During her time in the House of Representatives, she earned the nickname Fighting Shirley. She introduced more than 50 pieces of legislation, promoted the employment of women in Congress, and was a vocal supporter for civil rights, women's rights, the poor, and she fervently opposed the Vietnam War. She also played a significant role in creating the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, which is more commonly known as WIC. And while serving on the House Education and Labor Committee, she had helped to pass an amendment for the Child Nutrition Act, which established WIC as a 2-year pilot program, and then it was made permanent in 1975. In 1972, she became the first African American to seek the nomination of a major party for president of the United States using the slogan, "Unbought and Unbossed." She faced a lot of discrimination and roadblocks, both from within her own party and without, and as well as from the predominantly male congressional Black caucus. Despite all of that, though, she did gain followers, and they followed what was called the Chisholm Trail. She entered 12 primaries and garnered 10% of that vote. Throughout her life, she co-founded the National Political Congress of Black Women, the National Organization for Women, the National Women's Political Caucus in 71 and 77, and she was the first Black woman and the second woman ever to serve on the House Rules Committee. And speaking about her own legacy, she said, "I want to be remembered as a woman who dared to be a catalyst of change." Chisholm did die in 2005 at the age of 80. So let's go ahead and take a look at the design candidates for her Congressional Gold Medal. Obverse 1 and 1A feature portraits of Chisholm with her signature charming smile and bright personality. The dress's geometric and floral-like pattern is a nod to Chisholm's impeccable sense of style. Her earring, shaped like a lotus flower, symbolizes strength, resilience, and rebirth. The additional inscription is, "I am a catalyst for change, first Black woman elected to Congress." Design 1A echoes the dress's geometrical floral pattern in the background. The additional inscription is, "I am and always will be a catalyst for change." I actually really like this design with the background. The liaison for the gold medal prefers design 1. Obverse 2 is just Chisholm with a thoughtful and confident expression. It says Active Congress, has her name there. This is a decent one. Obverse 3 shows Chisholm behind a podium making a peace sign, a symbol that became a signature gesture during her presidential campaign. Obverse 4 and 4A portray Chisholm with the Brooklyn Bridge and the U.S. Capitol building in the background, connecting the two locations where she spent the majority of her life and her career. And Obverse 4 just features the mother and child as a nod to her role in creating the WIC program. I actually really like that one as well. Obverse 5 is a portrait of Chisholm speaking passionately into a microphone. Again, it has Active Congress. This is very indicative of what she did throughout life. Obverse 6 showcases Chisholm wearing a textile motif that illustrates her journey as she embarks on the Chisholm Trail. The trail follows her congressional district in Brooklyn, her role in establishing WIC, her run for president, and her prolific career in Congress. The additional inscription is "Unbossed," Chisholm's presidential campaign slogan. I really like the idea behind this design. I don't really know if I like that design itself, but I do love the idea behind it. Obverse 7 shows her in front of the Brooklyn Bridge, representing her service to her constituency. It also says "Unbought and Unbossed." Now let's look at the reverse designs. 1 and 1A feature a folding chair along with the additional inscriptions "Unbought and Unbossed." And if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. It also has the geometric pattern in the background indicative of her dress. I actually like both of these reverses. I would not be sad if that's what they used, honestly. Reverse 2 captures Chisholm in motion carrying a metal folding chair under her arm, surrounded by one of her most well known quotes: "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair." She brought her own chair to create an immovable seat at the table of opportunity for future generations. The additional inscription, "Here to Stay," highlights that progress. Reverse 2 is also the liaison's preferred design. I really like that design as well, honestly. Reverse 3 features Chisholm facing the Capitol building as she addresses the crowd with a hand raised in a peace sign, a gesture she often made at campaign events. The additional inscription is "Dared to be a catalyst of change." I think it's a good one. I like that a lot. I think it is a kind of a very nice, beautiful pose. Reverse 4 displays a hand making a peace sign while a butterfly rests on its finger. An American flag is in the background, and the composition symbolizes transformation, hope, and the enduring spirit of freedom that was represented in her presidential campaign slogan, "Unbought and Unbossed." I really like this reverse as well. And then reverse 5, the final reverse, is an illustration of Chisholm's legacy of a mother nurturing her child, guided by Chisholm as liberty watches over them. The additional inscription is "A catalyst for change." I really like this reverse as well, probably because I love allegorical liberty on coins and medals, but I think this is a good reverse and kind of shows some of her legacy as well. CCAC did not give their recommendation for this yet, but let me know what you guys recommend in the comments. Which one did you guys like best? I look forward to seeing what you guys think.